Hello students, our today's art lesson is going to be on value, which is one of the 7 elements of art. These are the 7 elements of art: line, color, shape, form, texture, space and value. Value deals with the lightness or darkness of a color. Since we see objects and understand objects because of how dark or light they are, value is very important to art. Value deals directly to light. We see things because light reflects off of objects. Without light, we cannot see anything. Successful artwork has a full range of value. Artworks that exhibit a full range of value are generally successful. A full range of value means that there are ample amount of light values called tints, dark values called shades. To be sure that you have a full range of value in your artwork, you may create a value scale. Here's a value scale. It's a guide to creating a range of value. Using a value scale, you can be sure that you create a full range of value. Many artists use a value scale as they work, identifying specific values and adding them in appropriate spots. Take this apple for example. Here in this apple, I have used a range of values. If we were to take out all colors, we would still see the apple and recognize it as an apple. In other words, here we are just showing the values of apple. The whole point to value is to create, so value is used to basically create the illusion of highlights and shadows. Highlights are areas on an object where light is hitting, and areas on object where light does not hit is called shadows. Let us learn how to do a value scale. On your drawing book, step 1, write value scale. Make 3 columns, write tint, hue and shade, and make 10 columns below it. 10 columns below the second one and 10 columns below shades. In tint, you can add white. In hue, you can choose the color of your choice, shades, black. And in tones, we'll be using grey. Hue is a pure color and is generally referred to as hue. The value of a hue is adjusted by addition of either pure black or pure white. Value is the measurement of the amount of black or white a pure hue has mixed. This will be the final outcome. So let us see. In the first column, here, tint, there is 10% of white added to it. In the second column, 20% of white has been added. Third, 30% of white. And so it goes on. Similarly, in black, shades, there will be 10% of black. In the second one, 20%, 30% and so on. Similarly, it will be in tones. Materials to be used: either acrylic colors or poster colors, a palette, a container to wash brushes, a rag, ruler, pencil and brushes. Use synthetic hair brushes. This one is a flat brush and here is a round brush. Okay, let us start. You can choose any color of your choice for the hue. Start coloring the column. Make sure it's neat. Wash your brush properly and wipe off all the color on it. Take a drop of white and start coloring the first column on tint. In your palette, take a drop of red. Take 1 drop of white. and mix it well. Color the first column. Make sure every time you dip the color into the other color, before that you'll have to wash your brush properly and wipe it. Repeat the process. Keep on adding a drop of white to it, and you'll see the color changing from red to pink. This is the gradation from red to pink. You'll see the difference. And last, it will turn to white. Now in the first column, you'll have 10% of white, 20% of white in red, and so on. All these are tints. Now let us start with the shade column. For shade, take an ample amount of color in your palette. Then take very little black and mix it well. Color the first column. The color red will slightly turn to a darker maroon. Repeat the process till you finish 10 columns. See that you take very little amount of black every time you change the color. So finally we end up with a black. All these are shades. A tone is produced either by mixing a color with grey or by both tinting and shading. So in my palette I have taken grey color by mixing black and white. Now in that grey you are going to add a drop of red and start with the first column of tones. Repeat the process by adding drop of red to it. So finally we end up with tints, shades and tones. Thank you and see you next class.